what is up? Thundering just in time. The power can go down, and oh, somebody just joined up. Don't know who it is yet. To wait till the comments start popping up. Let me get this chat out. Oh, hang on. Got to get this taken care of. Say hello, whoever you are. Oh, lights just flashed a little bit. There we go. Got the pop-out chat going. We'll give a second. We'll wait till about 2 minutes in. Get a bunch, see if we can get some more people in here. I had to bump up the time slot 30 minutes because we're going to watch a movie tonight. And Rach is putting the kids to bed right now. Which means, what up, Jay Porter? How's it going, man? Hey, thanks for the Facebook friend request, dude. Glad you found me. Saw your fam's Christmas stuff going on. That was cool. Yeah, dude, we'll see what this Monday night tastes like. I'm glad you said that because I have a bottle opener over here. Got my trusty opener. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. That's what they're telling me. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty pumped about cracking that one. We're gonna crack it second. We're gonna get into this beer that my buddy James gave me. Very Sherbet from Holmes Brewery in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I've never had anything by these guys at all. Never even heard of them until he hit me up. No canned on date or anything though. So I think it's gonna be crazy old. You sipping on anything good, man? Anybody sipping on anything good? I just got an alert on my own phone for my thing. BA 1050, this year's. It's a little thinner than last year's, but it's still pretty tasty. Gets really good about room temp. That was the first live stream, I think. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get into the beers. I don't really have a topic for tonight. Is there anything you guys want to discuss? I've thought about all kinds of stuff, like maybe tickers or the TNA girls of Instagram, the TNA beer girls of Instagram. Who's that other person lurking out there? Say something. What's going on? Let's chat. Holmes Brewery going into the glass. Very Sherbet. I hope none of these are really good, though, because I don't want my wife to get any of them. Oh, look at that. Let me pour this up here. I mean, just crazy purple. Crazy purple color. Look at that. That pink head, too. Looks good. Let's get a nose on this one. Big time, I'm assuming raspberry. Yep, blueberry, strawberry, boysenberry. A ton of raspberry on the nose of this thing. James, are you lurking to see what I think of this beer? I'd be cool with that. What's everybody drinking? There are 3 more people in here beside Jay Porter. What's going on? Drop a comment over there. Let's get the chat going. That's what makes this fun. Me talking to myself, not so. Somebody's outside the door. Hey, you want to try this? Go get a glass. So my wife is going to go get a glass. Connor, what is up? What kind of mead, bro? We're popping some mead open on the 30th, Stephen and I are. Rebuttal. And, gosh, which one did I end up with? I forgot which one I have. I'm also going to pick up a gallon fermenting vessel tomorrow to start making some at home, man. Give her the rest of this. There you go. Are they asleep already? No, watching something? Okay, cool. So yeah, this is what I'm fixing to drink. This berry sherbet thing from Holmes Brewing. This one's tasty. A ton. So the Stephen Johnson just added a photo in Average Joe's. Somebody, Connor, go tell him to get on to YouTube right now. I'm going to go comment, actually. Let me pull it up. Where's it at? Let me get in there. Anyway, this thing is loaded with fruit. And crazily enough, a ton of strawberry. A lot more than I was expecting. Normally, ooh, he got that BA breakfast hero up. Just called him out. We'll see if he comes over here. Connor, what meat are you drinking right now? You actually got one popped? Or did you just pop in to say mead, disappear? Anybody else had anything from Holmes? Oh yeah, dude. Well, I mean, like, so the two veil fruited things that I've had were both like super thick, fruity, and the Answer beers have pulp in them. So this is not on the Answer level. I don't even know what ABV this is. It's got lactose in it too. Lactose sour. I don't know. Yeah, the mouthful on this is just medium. It's nothing crazy thick, chewy. It's I wouldn't say it's thin though, but it is definitely not that deep, rich, like Answer veil kind of thing. It is super refreshing though. A lot of strawberry, a lot of blueberry. Blueberry and strawberry. Raspberry, probably the prominent nose. We should do one of these YouTube things on mead, because I was a mead hater until about a month ago, and it was only because I had bad mead. Like maybe a decade ago, I can't remember the name of the meadery or whatever they call themselves. It's that blue bottle. It's not Bee Nectar or Moon, whatever we have now, but it's a blue, like Viking bottle looking thing. Something's got a sun on it. I can't remember, but it's horrible. It's just super sweet, cloying. I remember thinking it was one of the worst things I'd ever had. It was awful. And then I went to Chappell's and tried that. Tried some mead from Schramm's and from Garage East, and they were both fantastic. Well, I mean, I don't know that the peanut butter and jelly, whatever, Reboog, it was good, but the Smile of Fortune was way better. Way better. It could have just been the as much as I love peanut butter, I'm not a huge peanut butter beer guy, so that may have had something to do with it. See what's going on over here. Toss my name in the hat on some Dancing Gnome. Yeah, so I don't Draft Therapy. He mainly does Michigan beers, right? Isn't that his thing? Is like he just reviews Michigan beers. I mean, there's a ton of them up there, but that seems to be his shtick, I guess. Shtick is a terrible word. I didn't mean it to sound negative. That's just what he does, if that makes sense. I got to turn notifications off on my phone when I'm recording. Yeah, that's all he does. And that's fine. We get a lot of Michigan distro. But at the same time, if it's something I can get from Bell's or any of those guys, I try not to watch reviews, just because I don't want people to, I don't want my thoughts to be shaped by somebody else's. And that goes for the big YouTubers too, like Darwin, Joe, Matt, and yeah, I guess those are the main three. I don't go if I get some hops or something. I don't go looking to see if they reviewed it. I'll look after I review mine after I post it. It's hard to find something Joe hasn't reviewed though, especially in the hop game if it's worth anything. But you always know that if it's got lactose in it, that Joe hasn't reviewed it. So I know he hadn't had this one. I don't think he's been vegan as long as his YouTube channel's been up, I think. I'd recommend this though. I don't know that I would go crazy, but like a local to local trade, this would be, it wouldn't disappoint, I don't think. Once again, like these beers are, I love these beers during the summer. We got 5 folks in here. Come on. Who's drinking? Everybody, right? Should have had this going the other night when the R&B boys were together. That'd have been fun, I'm sure. I'd had to have a moderator. Yeah. I could have killed that whole can. I'm guessing ABV somewhere under 5. Maybe 4.5, 5%. Let's go to Untapped real quick. Check it out. Everybody use Untapped? I know Connor does if he's still in here. He may not be, though. I know some guys don't, too, though. What up, Adam? What are you sipping on, man? What'd you think of that pecan Westbrook you drank the other night? We haven't opened ours up. Rachel is all over me to get that thing opened up, too. All right, there it is. Very, very sherbet. ABV is at 6%, so yeah, it's low. I would have guessed lower, but it's fine. This thing has globally 4.38 ranking. I would have put it at like a 4 flat, probably. A 4 flat for me. What up, Drew? A 4 flat for me for this very, very sherbet would have been something. I don't rate beers, but if I was rating them, it would have been a 4 flat. That would have just been something to identify for me that I would have purchased it again. That's a 4 for me. It's something I would drink again. I would buy, put my money towards again. Drew, what's Monkish doing out there, man? They banging out anything new? I got a 4-pack of that, crap, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called, man. Hang on. Let me look at something they came out with this past week. Oh, let's see, what's it called? Fairfax and Olympic. I got a 4-pack of that coming. Anybody had that one yet? I don't know. I bet my wife would have rated this higher than I would. It was really, really fruity. All right, let's get into it. Monday night. The pecan cookie was fantastic. Okay. What was the body like, man? Thin? Yeah, I saw Really Real released. I don't know that I can't remember. I think I've had Really Real. It sounds familiar anyway. Yeah, I had one of the earlier batches of Really Real in February of 2017. So whatever batch that was, I gave it 5 stars. That's back when I rated beers. Somebody just sent me a text with a beer picture in it that says it's aight, but I can't see what it is. That was Pickle. I don't think Pickle watches the YouTube videos, though. I don't think he does anyway. All right. So listen, this overnight celebrity is hashtag not sponsored. The glassware is, however, Monday night sent me this glass. Got some fingerprints on the outside of this. We got some of this Monday night garage stuff. Overnight Celebrity is a big imperial porter aged in Bissell maple bourbon barrels with locally roasted Baddorf and Bronson espresso beans and coconut added. 11.5% ABV. Yeah, Monday Night is the place in Atlanta. They have two locations. They have their more experimental place called the Garage, and they have their downtown location, which is all their core beers. So we got some situational ethics stuff and Como Te Llama. I think it's Como Te Llama. I can't remember. I think the way they spelled it though was llama. I can't remember what the bottle says. The only situational ethics that I picked up was coffee bourbon though. The other one has ginger in it, gingerbread or ginger something. I'm not a huge ginger fan. I like it, but I don't know. And then the other one was cherry and sherry barrels or something, so I didn't want it. But I'm not going out of my way to get them. All right, this was 2018's Overnight Celebrity. That's it. Let's get it into the glass. So anyway, we're going to watch the new Spider-Man movie tomorrow. And we're watching a movie tonight, but I don't know which one it is. Something my wife has picked out. Into the Black Tie Series glass. Here we go. Well, dark cola color, not thick and fudgy like I was expecting. Or like I would want. Let's see what that head do. Gonna give us a finger ahead, I think. Yep. Izzel, what up? You finally made one of these. You figured out technology. The IT guy. Got some alcohol legs, though. It's pitch black in the glass, though. Khaki head. Whatever. I don't know where my... Let's see. Let's see what... Haha, present. Kinda. Let's see, man. Hang on, I'll tell you what they sent. So anyway, yeah, there are a few Monday night beers that I reviewed that they sent me. Antimeridian, I think, from last year. Mischief Managed, they sent me and I reviewed. Space Lettuce, not this most recent batch, but the batch before they sent me a can of to review. And I think that is when the glass came, was with that one, maybe. Or it may have came with the Bourbon Barrel Drafty Kilt that they sent me to review. But I think in the last video, I kind of discussed why that review hasn't happened. And that's because mainly I'm not a huge fan of that style. And I mean, I could review it, I guess, based on what it's supposed to taste like. But I don't think I could give it a... I think I could be fair, for real. And then be appreciative of my review, I guess. Because, I mean, they can make it perfect, and I wouldn't think that it was great. They sent over some cocoa cinnamon or something this past week of that version too, but not to me, just to the market. Anyway, 54, and they want this served 45 to 50. So I'm more comfortable. What up, Wedgeworth? How's it going, man? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I had to bust this one up. I'm gonna give this a swirl. I'll tell you this. So, like, you guys watch some reviews, right? And I'll pop some bottles or cans, and I'm sitting basically in the same spot that I am when I reviewed those beers. Sometimes it's different when I shoot in the kitchen in front of the beer cap map or whatever, when things are crazy and I just want to get something reviewed out of the fridge. Normally I can pop a bottle of something and smell the aromas, right? But from here, I'm not getting any coffee. I'm not getting any coconut that's just pounding out of this glass. We'll give this a swirl, pour a little bit more on top, and we'll get a nose on it. All right, so coffee, dark roast. No coconut. I mean, it's weird. There's more of a coconut presence coming off the bottle and more of a maple presence. It's just on the head of this glass. There's just not a lot going on. Okay, there's a hint of maple and a lot of coffee. And a lot of dark roasted malt. But no, I'm not getting any coconut on the nose. And that's a small window of 5 degrees, by the way. They're not serving it at that temp in the tap room. I'd be willing to bet it's colder. But anyway, we'll see how it tastes. Let's go. Well, let me get another one. Okay, so let's get the complaint out of the way. The complaint is they missed the mark with the body of this beer. I give it medium, maybe. Medium minus. Let's go bump it up just a little bit, medium minus. And the reason they missed out was because the flavors are there. There's a decent amount of coconut on this thing, a decent amount of coffee, a decent, like that espresso that they put in here. But the body is just lacking to back up that flavor to keep it to stick around. A little bit of maple. The finish has got a tad of bourbon, like a decent amount actually, of actual bourbon taste, like that caramel vanilla bourbon. Yeah, it's barrel aged, definitely. Maple bourbon, barrel aged. The sweetness you could pass off as just a sweetness. The maple is not super strong. Let's pour a little bit more. The bourbon characteristic on the back of this is pretty strong though, and not in a bad way, in a good way. Yeah. So here's the thing. Flavors are pretty good. The body misses the mark. For what it is, this is for all intended purposes, this was intended to be a big dessert stout. 11.5%, right? Yeah, 11.5%. You got maple, coffee, and coconut. Yeah, I agree. The situational from last year, though, the bodies were huge. They were big, chewy beers, but some of the flavors were kind of muddled in those. But you know, I mean, you'll hear that house shaking. There's some serious thunder going on. We're in for a massive rain event. All these Bama folks know it. What up, Landrum? It does look pretty in the glass, man. And I mean, it's drinking fine. I don't think this was outrageous. I think it was like $12 a bottle. And I mean, it's got, yeah, dude, it is crack-a-lacking, absolutely. Like things were rumbling just then, shaking. Yeah, 500 ml. You can see that. It's not big. You get that right there. And, the coffee flavor is not super duper strong in it either. It's coffee, chocolate, that's maple sweetness, and then bourbon barrel on the back. The coconut's there. It's there. Just, get it there. But even though you can taste bourbon, this thing's not hot in the chest or anything like that. 11.5. I'm fine with it. I drink it again, and I won't stop picking up their bottles of big stuff either that they put out. I have Situational Ethics, the coffee and bourbon, which we'll probably review, and then that Komate Lama or Yama. Wait, is it a porter? If it's a porter, Steve Landrum, you probably just saved Monday night. Let's backtrack on everything I said. Okay? Let's just go back, fam. Let's back it up to wherever I start griping about the body of this beer. It's a porter. The body is fine. What can I mean, so I'll tell you this though. So another Imperial Porter. Yeah, man, we actually got this in Birmingham. We got these bottles in last week, and they're getting some more tomorrow. For an Imperial Porter, which I can't read, I just read Maple Bourbon Barrel with espresso beans and coconut and skipped the part about Imperial Porter. For a porter, the body's fine. I still want this beer to be bigger because I think the flavors are there, but it's not. But it's a porter, so we'll leave it at that. It's fine. The only thing is, what else is a porter is no rules, right? That's a Vietnamese coffee porter with coconut added, I think. And that beer is thick and chewy and very good. Some people will say it's too sweet. I don't think so. Okay, so anyway, we'll just leave it at that. The body for this beer is fine for what it is. It's an Imperial Porter. It's not a stout. I had to explain pouring out a little bit lighter. I'm out of no rules, dude. I don't have any. I took the last bottle I had to a share. But I'm trying to think. I know somebody. I know somebody I can reach out to and see if they're willing to trade some stuff. I may can send some stuff up there that they want. We'll see. It was brewery only this year for the first time in a couple years. Yeah, Funky Buddha. They're on my sellout list though. I loved Funky Buddha beforehand, man. Last Snow was fantastic. It's still a good porter, don't get me wrong, but it's crazy. It's just shelf turd now. They make so much of it, it just sits on the shelf in Birmingham. Like I've seen the 4-packs maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, just sitting on Hop City shelf. Who knows? Whatever. There's an interesting underlying okay, let's see. I got a couple questions coming in. Victory at Sea. Yeah, we get the Victory at Sea out here too. Have I had Cigar City High Life? Yes, many times. High Life falls off super fast, and for some reason, distribution to Alabama is slow as a turtle. I feel like we get it, and it's a month old. Every now and then, we stumble upon some stuff that's 2 weeks old, but we never get High Life super fresh. So oddly enough, last year we got White Oak High Life fresher than we get regular High Life. So I don't know, and I don't know where our High Life comes from. I don't know if it's coming out of Florida or if it's coming out of Brevard, where Oscar Blues is brewing it too. Who knows? Yeah, and it's better super fresh, man. That's just the way it just is. So Burning Can is Oscar Blues beer festival that they do every August, and Cigar City is there because they're a sister company of Oscar Blues anyway. and they crack open fresh cans of High Life at that festival, like less than a couple days old. So, you know, it's much better there. It's a good one though. But I'm a Dale's Pale Ale fan too, and we have the same issue with Dale's here. We ended up, Landrum may remember, we got fresh Dale's in October, man, or November. We ended up getting it and it being like 9 or 10 days old, and that's just unheard of for Alabama. Yep, you're right, farm boy. 100%. It drops to big time malts, no doubt. There's not going to be any of this left for my wife. I mean, it's an easy drinker too. Crazy for 11.5. I'm enjoying it. I still, the flavors are there. I missed that glass. You can't see that though. Shouldn't have told you. Enjoys 05. Unjoyce. I don't know how you say that. Death by Coconut was the very first review I ever did on this channel. I love it though, because it's suntan lotion coconut. They do not spare whatever they're using. Fake coconut. I don't know. I don't care what they're using. That's the right amount of coconut for a coconut beer. Yep. BA 1050 is good. Flavors are there, but it poured way, way thinner than last year. Don't know if that was overproduction, wetter barrels, don't know. I have a friend in Oklahoma right now who's bringing me back a L. Smith Speedway Stout. Yes, I've reviewed the Rum Barrel Death by Coconut as well. Not this past summer, but the summer before. So a year and a half ago somewhere, I took it to the beach and reviewed it actually. I don't enjoy the Rum Barrel as much as I do the regular Death by Coconut. I felt like the Rum Barrel kicked out a lot of the actual Death by Coconut flavors that I liked. Just personal opinion. I will always remember that. So anyway, that L. Smith Speedway Stout, there's a beer cocktail on here that my wife and I did. I don't remember how long ago we did it though. It's like a tiramisu beer cocktail, and we used L. Smith, and so we will be using L. Smith again. It was fantastic, and we've tried it with the coffee porters or coffee stouts, and it just didn't turn out as good. I guess because the coffee is so strong in L. Smith, and that's a good thing, no doubt. Yep, Death by Coconut is solid every year. It should be. I honestly think it should be a year-round beer. I think they should turn it into one of their core beers. But I actually got to meet Dale, by the way. We went to the brewery this past August. My buddy Clay and I did, and he was there on crutches, and I gave him a War Eagle, shook his hand, and told him that we were following the program he has going at Auburn. Yeah, man, Speedway variants. Joe, if you watch Joe's channel, you guys know he just did he did a couple of the variants, I think, as part of his Stoutmas beers. Of course, he's in California, and they're like shelf turds there, so whatever. Drew, are you in California? Assuming you said you go to Monkish, you're in California, correct? I gotta ask a question if you are. Sorry about that thumping. I'm waiting on Drew to respond. Because shelf turds reminded me of something. Oh, you're in Vegas. Okay. 2015. I know Joe listens to these. He doesn't watch them. He doesn't tune into these, but he says he's commented on things that have happened at the very end of the video. So I know he at least listens to them after they're done. Joe, this is the way Joe's Stoutmas goes. Okay. To be like, today we're gonna jump into a 2012 Old Rasputin barrel aged. You know, we were moving some stuff and I found it in a cabinet in the back. You know, this beer is 6 years old. Let's do it. Joe loses beers more than anybody I've ever met. How many beers did he review for Stoutmas? Did he really? I missed that review. I don't miss many Joe reviews. Joe cracks me up, man. He is hands down and this is not knocking anybody else, but he's my favorite beer tuber, no doubt. He seems like he's got a great personality, down to earth dude. Drinks a lot of good beer. Okay. All right. So anyway, um, no, hadn't had any Hudson Valley lately. I've had a few at shares and stuff. Never had any of my. No, no, no. That's not true. Somebody pitched me a couple of cans a while back. A while back though. I reviewed one. Don't remember which one it was though. One of the small cans. It wasn't one of the tall boys. Um, where are we at? Okay, so anyway, Drew, when you're in California, if you go to Monkish, tell me why Bottle Logic. Yeah, Silhouette sounds familiar. Like one of them was Dry Hop with something too, though. Tell me why a Bottle Logic, Fundamental Observation, and uh, Dark Star November are just shelves, just sitting on the shelf. $28, $29 a bottle. I mean, I'd be buying it. I've heard the new version of Fundamental Observation may be a tad bit not as good as the rest. But that's the way it goes in the beer community, right? We get the first one, we're like, oh, this beer is amazing. And the next year it's like, oh, it's just off a little bit. It's not as good as it was. You know, nothing's ever good as the first time. That's just the way it goes. Oh, where's my cloud one? I don't know, man. Beer snobbing, I think, walking through a liquor store out there. And he just posted, like, videoed the shelves of those beers sitting on the shelf. I don't know. Enjoys, I'm going to go tell you exactly what Hudson Valley I had because the beer was great. The ones I've had at you know what? I think it was Incandenza. Yeah, Incandenza. I had that one from Hudson Valley. Here we go. I have had Hyperlight from Hudson Valley. I have had Incandenza from Hudson Valley. And I have had Peach Silhouette from Hudson Valley. I would drink all the Hudson Valley beers that I can get my hands on. I thought one of my kids was running down the hall, and that was Thunder. Hudson Valley, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. The stuff that I've had. I don't remember thinking any of them were just average. Mosaic is just a fire hop anyway. All right, so dudes, as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This will be a shorter version. I've got a movie night with the wife. We're going to watch something, and then off to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with the whole fam tomorrow. If you drink something good, or ever want to, oh, I see that, Farm Boy. Best Russian Severe Stout was 3 Floyds Dark Lord 2009. I don't remember what year Dark Lord I had. I had 1 year a while back. However long my buddy Clay has been married, I got that bottle for his bachelor party. Somebody said Bird Box. I just saw that. Yeah, that movie looks intense, dude. I don't think my wife would be down for that. This is this is a chick flick for sure that we're doing. I think it's Simple Plan or Simple Favor. Is that what it's called? With Ryan Reynolds' wife. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Anna? No, Anna is not his wife, but she's in it. Anna Kendra is in it. That's right. Anna Kendrick. What is her name? Blake Lively? Is that what it's called? Yes, Blake Lively. There you go. She hot, ain't, easy on the eyes for sure. Ryan Reynolds is hot too, though. He's one of my man crushes. Ryan Reynolds and Jason Momoa. They need to put Jason Momoa's character Frontier and Deadpool in a movie together. I have no idea how they would make that work. Maybe some time travel where Deadpool goes back and kills the Hudson Bay Company. Anyway. Wait, so I got to go back up here. Did Joe hate on my thermometer? I just saw that comment. Who said that? Where'd that go? I don't know if I can scroll up. Yeah, I can. Let's see. Where'd it go? Yeah, and hated on it. Well, who said that? Jay Porter. Did Joe hate on my thermometer? Oh, hey, yeah, he hated on Rasputin. He actually asked me in the comments to chug a bottle. Now, I'll tell you this. If somebody wants to buy me a bottle of barrel-aged Rasputin and send it to me, I'll snorkel the whole thing on YouTube. Oh, look at Dave Brown chiming in. Just picked up some sump from Perennial. That's fire, dude. That's awesome. Dave Brown, I don't know how long you've been in here, man, but I hate to just jump. But anyway, I'm off. I gotta go. I gotta watch this movie. Get to watch this movie with the wife. It's been fun. Drink all your beers. Follow me on Untapped at Mobetter, Mobetter, Mobitter, Mobetter. Instagram, Twitter, The Beardiful, one word on all those places. And you already follow me on YouTube. War damn, buddy. I'm going to be watching the movie during that game because it's going to be better than the game, but can't deal with it. Hey, if you don't sub please. For some reason, I had 600 yesterday. Somebody unsubbed back to $5.99. It is what it is. It doesn't mean anything in the long run, but, you know, spoiler, it's a setup. I know it's a setup. Every Marvel movie is a setup. We know that. All of them. Porter, my son watched Infinity Wars again tonight for the, I don't know how many times, but whatever. Anyway, listen, y'all have a good one. Have a great weekend coming up. Everybody in Birmingham, stay safe, stay dry, don't get flooded out. Until next time, y'all. Peace.